Alright, we're back in this bitch again, boys.
Alright, that new game smells wearing off. Let's just get down to business.
Don't mind me, also I am listening to spicy ASMR in my other ear, because why not? I'm going through like a series here, so... Angie's Choice. I want to say Spacer's Choice so bad! That's what I'm used to it. Oh, that's right, I was prepping for a fight. Oh, okay, we have something. Oh, that one. Oh shit, that's right, I need shock. I think I'm broke, but who cares?
Welcome, welcome. See anything? How can I improve your day the Auntie's way? Like they say. Welcome, welcome. See anything you like?
I need ammo.
When might I begin laboring for Auntie? I so eagerly want to contribute to the corporate whole.
You ever find yourself with too much disposable income? I got plenty of ideas. On how to dispose of
3 atmospheres of pressure.
Ammo, God. Yes! There we go. Ha 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 ha! Region. Mystery Cave. Ooh. Really cool art, too.
Well, you hate to be proven right. These folk have been dead a while. And that must be the machinery Doc mentioned. Over here, Commander. Huh. Seems this terminal reroutes power to speakers around the cave. They were using sound to lure the Krabbles out.
Damn it.
Let's see here. Generator's back on. Power up that phonotron, would you? Should cause enough ruckus to make the skeleton come out and play.
And what am I supposed to do? Just stand around and look pretty?
Well, if the commander's keen to share, you can press the button too. Wouldn't want you feeling left out.
Well, I'm gonna save just in case this thing fucks us up, because I have a feeling it will. But also, I don't actually want to do this until I can read that science report. Because I have a feeling there is in it that I need. Anything else? I support... Oh, hold on. Region. What? I can't fast travel now. No, we're getting the fuck out of here. I'm not doing this.
Hey, don't tell me we came all this way just to turn tail.
Don't worry, we didn't. But we're going back home. Thank you. Oh god, mantipillars are in here too. Mantipillars turn into mantisaurs. Oh, there's the door, yeah. Oh, that's Val. I think. No, that's a medical droid. Damn, I'm one shy. Enemies you hit with your attacks become marked, causing companions to prioritize them and decrease the damage they deal to the party. Ooh, that's really good. I don't have enough yet. I'm missing just one.
Seems you've been scouted by Fairfield's finest to assist our efforts in the war. You know, since the ceasefire will inevitably fail. If you do, and great for my resume if I'm honest. Few bullet points like that, maybe it'll be enough to win me a spot on a higher rung. And you? If you help, what are you getting out of this?
Revenge. Primarily because she's crazy. Yeah,
Right.
that's the primary.
You got more important matters on your mind. Val filled me in on what happened. Betrayal, spitting in the face of camaraderie and duty and all that. Were you one of Auntie's? I tell you just to shake the ladder hard while your traitor is climbing up, and enjoy the show when she tumbles down. What recourse do you actually have?
That I tend to take justice in
Ain't
my own
that the
hands.
truth? Though it says a lot that you don't have faith in your own institution to see justice done. Ain't had many
I was
dealings with the
blackmailed
Art
into this.
Directorate. You and Ibarra are the first agents I ever met, in fact. But you get things done. I trust you. As for Ibarra, verdict's still out. He insults Auntie's choice a mite too much for my liking. But that's the Art Directorate's company policy, ain't it?
Yeah. I don't necessarily care what the Earth Directorate thinks. I'm just an agent by happenstance. But not the thing I would say. But I also hate big corporations like Auntie's Choice. But also I'm not really interested in lecturing people about their loyalties.
No, I get that. If you wanted to, you would have done so already. Look, I'm sorry. I ain't intending to get into any grievances here. Let's just say I'm a little dubious about the whole keeping corporations and corrupt governments in check thing. Ain't seen evidence of it yet. But maybe you're liable to prove me wrong. Anyhow, reckon we should keep moving. Oh, I see. You're here to gossip. All right, seems friendly enough. If a mite guarded and a little thick-headed in his view of Auntie's choice. Regardless, I can assure you I'll treat him with the same... Though I reckon he's seen his fair share of struggles over the years, no matter how he tries to hide it.
This last decade's
Think he
been pretty
oughta
bad
ask
for him.
help when he needs it. Fine by me. How personal are we talking? Couldn't say. I was in it all of 2 days before my graft started festering. Before that, I was an infantry medic. Our platoon was one of the first to touch down in Arcadia. I would have continued serving on the front line in an upgraded capacity, but, well, once the state of my graft became apparent, it was decided that parting ways would be best. We're among the most valuable targets on the battlefield. If we go down, our entire platoon's at risk. But boosting our
enough.
constitution, making us stronger, making the enemy soil themselves at the thought of enraging us, there's a lot to be gained there. Is it? Well, I'll be sure to send in a report to my commanding officer, wherever he is, and demand some recompense. Maybe things are different back on Earth? Out here, all that matters is winning the fight. My commanding officer, and the surgeon who performed the operation, I imagine. I wasn't lucid at the time. When I regained
Oh, wonderful.
consciousness, I saw that my service pistol was gone, and a termination notice was in its place. I put 2 and 2 together. Law, that was a bad morning. Look, I knew dismissal was a possibility when I volunteered for the procedure. A successful graft is a boon, a failed one is a colossal liability. I'm a walking lesson in breakage. That's a nice sentiment. Did you pull it directly from a children's serial? Sorry. It's just increasingly clear you've not had many dealings with the corporation or its leaders. This is the way of things in Auntie's Choice. If you can't prove your worth, you're left behind. And that's why I'm here, trying to play catch-up. I miss my platoon. Most of the time. Huh. If nothing else, they'll have Ortiz to keep up morale. I know the non-stop jokes from that bastard sustained me for weeks. Yeah, he's tough. He'll be all right. Easy for you to say. These were my friends. Patched them up more times than you can count. I'd never wish harm on them. Anyhow, I would rather return to the matter at hand. No use dwelling on them. Right. Then I keep pushing forward till I can't anymore. You didn't see me when I first got out of surgery and came to Paradise Island. The fact that you and I met at all is a testament to Doc's skill. But suppose if her treatment doesn't stick, then maybe it's my time to go. You can only cheat death so many times. You know that as well as I do. Oh, I couldn't even tell you who that doctor was or where they're stationed. Grafting was a procedure in its infancy, see? So corporate liked to keep things hush-hush. Can't say I like the thought of it. Could have been cut open in the middle of a cave for all I know. I'd rather not dwell on those moments, if it's all the same to you. What matters is the here and now. Fine by me? Well, like I said, we were both in the same unit. Me as a combat medic, him as a machine gunner. Everyone in my unit was from Tau Ceti, so we already had that in common. And we served on the front lines, which made us look out for one another that much more. See, most of us were laborers, and we just got our first real shot at something greater. We wanted to make a name for ourselves, and What better way to do that than become a hero? Our onboarders promised that if we demonstrated exceptionalism, showed initiative, that we'd get promoted quick. And our days of living in squalor would be far behind us. It ain't like they forced us to join up. We did that on our own. And it said in our contract that they could send us wherever we were needed. Can't complain if where we're needed is in a trench staring down the barrels of a minigun. I reckon that's a difference in perspective. Oh, they were ex-VPs from Spacer's Choice. They tried to hide it, but we found them out quick. They didn't eat like the rest of us, see? When you're used to doing without, you stay mindful of anyone or anything that might try to steal the can of Saltuna from your hands. The VPs set their own cans down, half-eaten. The kind of certainty that your lunch ain't about to be someone else's is a real nefarious kind of privilege. We spent a week crouched in the same foxhole under aerial bombardment. Shared water one sip at a time by the end of it. Anyone would have been friends after that. I don't know if I would have made it out alive without him. Maybe I'll tell him that over a beer one day. Praise him in front of the whole saloon. Law knows he's got a thing for heroics. Better than I'd feared. Only had to bury 2 troopers and amputate 5 limbs. I'm thankful every day that the Protectorate can't aim for shit. He kept me clear-headed. Every so often there'd be a lull in the bombardments and I'd hear voices all across the field, calling out for aid, for mama, for death. Almost got my head clean taken off when I tried to scramble out of the foxhole the first night. I heard a call for help and moved on instinct. Damn foolish of me, really. Ortiz told me not to panic, to wait till he could provide cover, to just shout first aid instructions where I could. It was too valuable to fall in battle, he said. It was a rough few nights at first, knowing I couldn't help folk who needed it. And the reward for that torment was my life.
Huh. Not likely. I've seen there.
I appreciate that, Commander. In any case, I'm only standing here because of a damn fine soldier who became my friend. I'll carry that knowledge always. Fine by me? Like ain't the word I'd use, even before I was itching to tear up my contract and set it aflame. Auntie gave me autonomy, gave me the choice to do more than just struggle to survive. They treated me better than my last employers did, and despite recent events, I believe in their mission. We can give folk here in Arcadia a better life. What? Did you think I was born into it? How else do you grow a corporation to this size without doing outside recruiting? Take a look at what most systems offer, and what Auntie's Choice provides. Do the math. I'm just one of many who welcomed the chance to enlist with open arms.
Well, I mean, there's the system that we saved in Outer Worlds 1.
Can't blame them for cutting their losses. What they've done for me more than outweighs how I'm feeling now. If I'd been in this position with any other corp, I'd be dead. Now, do I got qualms with Auntie? Sure. But I'll tell you what, when she overthrew those Spacer's Choice bastards in Tau Ceti, my home system, that takeover was the best thing that ever happened to us, even if it took time to see it. But I reckon that's a tale for another day. That all you wanted to discuss, or?
That's it. Oh, for the love of God, really? Hold on. These stupid ass batteries. I think I'm just gonna plug it in and call it good. That way I don't have to worry about the stupid batteries dying. Oi, 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 oi. Valerie's weapon applies more stacks of burn and deals slightly increased damage. Does frost damage and does increased damage. Stalled backwards. Creates immunity to corrosive substances. I thought it changed it. Oh, it did. She does look nicer. So I can switch them at will. Nice. Oh, I have new crafting recipes. Defensive plates. Crude biomass and nicotine. Duly noted.
Got Inez moved into Helen's old quarters. I figure, if anyone's unlikely to be vexed by finding fossilized purpleberry crunch in their mattress, it's an auntie. You think Helen would approve of us taking on a product pusher?
Shared a love of cereal transcends all differences.
Yeah, suppose you're right. They'd have matched wits well enough. Oh yeah? What's needling you?
Damn. I actually want to keep talking to him. I like him.
Updating Shiproth. Reminder. Earth Directorate agents are not up. Furthermore, any opinions expressed in favor of product are the agent's own and do not reflect the opinions of the Earth Directorate.
That's good. It's all nice and shiny now.
Presenting the Valerie unit. The latest and greatest in a line of Earth Directorate support automechanicals. All you could want in a squad mate at half the cost. The Valerie unit is the exclusive property of the Earth Directorate and is not intended for civilian or commercial use. Resale of this unit is strictly prohibited. Searching mission parameters. 1 moment. Searching. Error. Unable to find current mission parameters. Defaulting to last known objectives. Goal. Infiltrate Horizon Point Station and retrieve data pertaining to skip drives and rifts. Arcadia Colony contact. De Vries, Augustine. Expected operation time. Less than 24 hours. Inter-agent conflict should be mediated by a Directorate authority. This unit has recorded your grievance with Augustine De Vries and will forward it at the earliest opportunity. Do you have any other queries, Commander? Attempting to ride this unit in order to replicate the experience of flight is strongly discouraged. This unit can support up to 100 pounds of weight while still remaining airborne, and is not ideal for body transportation. Do you have any other queries, Commander? Vitality augmentation, logistics evaluation, reconnaissance, and information extraction unit.
Extraction unit. Okay.
Do you have any other queries, Commander? This unit was first deployed on a mission to Redacted more than 10 years ago and was primarily credited for that operation's success. Other highlights include the triumph at Redacted, the rescue of Redacted, and the first successful execution of the Stanfield maneuver in zero gravity. Detailed instructions on how to perform the Stanfield maneuver are proprietary to the Earth Director and strictly confidential.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you, honey. Really? Wrong way. Looking for the damn kitchen. I'm also looking for my chest, because I believe I should have my key now, I think. Commander's safe key. Well, it's mine! Yeet. Oh, we do have 3 more that are coming our way. Crabble. Okay. And the eggs. No, their eggs are significantly larger than just the hand thing that it's showing. Paradise Island. Oh, and I'm dead. Son of a bitch. Where the hell did my companions go? What the? Hey, you bastards, get back here. Good. Okay. Okay, there they are. Jesus. hacker innovation trait.
Give the order, and I'll take care of him, Commander. Hey, got a distraction for you. I'm at.
Damn it. Fuck! Where are the grapple spawning grounds? Right there. Hold on, I'm doing a deep dive on a particular series. I'm trying to get it in order chronologically. Oh god, I started with like the last one in the series. Whoopsie.
Ready to...
Medical pack out. Vitals looking a mite marginal, Commander.
Distraction for you. Knew I couldn't hit the wrong side of a prayer. Lights flashing before my eyes, Commander. Revive!
Medkit coming your way. Commander, you're bleeding.
Not sure I'm liking this thing. It does have good damage out of it. The problem is it is slower, and I'm not sure I have the health for it. the distraction thing, damn it.
Back in business.
There we go. Encountered it tragically advances.
standing near this thing's making my blood run cold. More than usual.
Oh, okay, that's instant death, or did it... You vanished into a rift, jumped into a rift, and died. Well, I'm so sorry. How the hell was I supposed to know? Do I shoot it? Or do I need, like, a special gun?
Careful. Any closer and we're like to regret it.
Jesus. I thought it was someone running at me. I was like, ah! a significant proliferation of the region's crabble population. For the next few weeks, we will be running the Automex at 340% operational rates to try and compensate for the increased require increased maintenance, but as a subject. Buster and Langstrom are both dead. Even after consolidating components, I've only managed to keep one Automech operational and effective at combating the growing crabble horde. My pitiful skills with the weapon and lackluster aim are no match for full-grown crabbles, so I've sacrificed any useful elements of our weapons for Automech minions. C5, I guess. Only thing that's in here. Have our access to it. Ha! So don't get too close to it, otherwise it'll kill you. Now, what did it say? In gray notes. Fuel rift is open inside of 8C5 and cut off our access to the micronizer. Following the Sovereign's protocols. Immediate safe.
I'm just trying to think of how we get past those rifts. It might not be at the moment. I might have to wait till later. When we have the ability to actually close small rifts. Okay, I don't think even with my best efforts that I can get up there.
Look at a few
Nope.
ports slow, Commander.
Ow! Oh. So those were not there before, not until I opened the gate. I'm assuming, because there was a drop-off up there, and I'm assuming that that drop-off was this.
Oh, it was, yeah. Yeah, it is. Oh, but I don't think I was done. I think there was more pathing back there that I completely missed. I think. I could be wrong.
Let's track back. It wasn't this cave. I mean, it was this one, but... It was the one... I think there was a way to go out this way. Or I'm just fucking crazy. Okay, apparently not.
Unless... Nope, this is a little corner. And we already looted all this and there's nothing else out here, so... Never mind, we got all of it. Gotta take off this headphone tape, because I'm not even listening to it at the moment. I mean, I am, but... Meh. Oh. Well, that's Westport. Furthest out I've gotten. Oh, Sister Pigs. Ugh. Sorry, I knocked over a water bottle. Come here. Alright. Excuse me.
Carr mentioned
Arbiters.
this place once. trained up arbiters to kill without remorse. Hate to think what that education entailed. We'd do well to watch ourselves with the Dragoon patrolling. I don't exactly pass muster as a protectorate nestlebub.
Ain't just the Dragoon to worry about. Those turrets will also put the hurt on us if we get too close.
Back. It wasn't fucking kidding. Protectorate? Or...
Careful of friendly fire if you head down past the farm. Last time we wandered past, they opened fire on us. A real code 47. Move along.
Hey, that's weird. You had a different voice come out of your mouth a second ago. But does that mean the Arbiter training facility is also part of Auntie's Choice, or no? But then I'll figure it out.
Word is Milver Street is ordering a watch on the Protectorate survivors in Westport. Once any change is reported. I hate that kind of work. It always sounds like so much effort. That kind of thing ain't even on my contract. Milver Street is offering bits rewards for anything of import we can tell him. But I do love bids. Come on, friend. Let's go set our labs with something juicy.
Moderate low initial fighting caused substantial damage to Westport's infrastructure. They still have power, limited potable water, and passable fortifications. Worth noting that they are experiencing a severe shortage of auto mechanicals. Morale's holding in Westport, so makes you believe the Sovereign will swoop in and save them. Ugh. Sorry, this resolve seems rather fragile, though. A couple more hardships should shatter that resolve. That standoff is working against us. Damn.
Personal, like, traded some wages.
If you're wondering why there's so many engineers sitting here on their rears, it's because the dang Crabbles ran us out of the desalinator. Now we're stuck here on standby wages. Hope you ain't jesting with us, friend.
The ones down the beach. Yeah, I killed all of them. Assuming that was the desalinator, but I've got no clue.
can hear this? Yes, you! I am trapped inside the research lab.
Schedule an appointment if you need to talk to me.
Scout, report.
Yes, sir. Looks like the repair center is still out of order, sir.
Excellent.
I am trapped inside the
At ease,
research
Scout.
lab.
Glad to hear that they haven't managed to repair it, even if Command has temporarily put the actual fighting to a
Subordinates
stop.
have become homicidally irritable, though remain unaccountable for their actions. Find me in the renovated grain silo. Help me formulate a cure.
Is this Westport or this is not? Westport's further on.
Hello? Calling out to any random, non-kill crazed passerby who can hear this? Yes, you.
These anti-soldiers seem twitchy to you? Might want to sneak our way in.
Center. You must help me. You must! My subordinates have become homicidally irritable, though remain unaccountable for their actions. Find me in the renovated grain silo. Help me formulate a cure. Hello? Calling out to any random, non-kill crazed passerby who can hear this? Yes, you. I am trapped inside the research lab, the former site of the Eden's Bounty Agri-Center. You must help me. You must! My subordinates have become homicidally irritable, though remain unaccountable for their actions. Find me in the renovated grain silo. Help me formulate a cure. Hello? Calling out to any random, non-kill crazed passerby who can hear this? Yes, you. I am trapped inside the research lab at the former site of the Eden's Bounty Agri-Center. You must help me. You must! My subordinates have become homicidally irritable, though remain unaccountable for their actions. Find me in the renovated great...
Get up there, even if I were to jump. That's a boss. Ouch.
Why is it that I just want to choke the life out of everyone today?
Aggressors in range.
Don't assume negative intent all the time. I mean, sure, in that one instance, in that other time too, and before. Fine. There's always superior, I guess.
Yeah.
My face feels hot, and I am brimming with anger. Vintensima, oh, damn near whatever, for hours!
Why does each and everything have to be so goddamn irritating?
Once more, I find myself in vacation. Already everything.
Just load. Okay, I don't think he's in here because I can't find access to that grain silo. Unless it was in the back of the room. Damn it. It probably was.
Aggressive.
Great waves of umbrage rolling right through me. Perpetually!
You there? Oh, you're likely affected too, aren't you? Scream twice for yes. Could it be? You seem an honest-to-goodness rational human being, unhindered by bloodlust, unshackled from their basal ganglia. Well then, by the Loeffler Risk Intercession Act, under Outbreak Provision 5A, I hereby press you into service. I, Elmet Ormsby, Product Envisioner, Department of Proprietary Methodology and Audacious Advances, am your interim supervisor. Because I've squirreled myself away inside our test chamber for safekeeping? Well, I assure you my position as lead visionary of this innovative lab, but back to the exciting news about this incredible new opportunity. You working for me, as an aide-de-camp of sorts, on a brief yet no doubt exhilarating assignment. Whole thing was ghastly. What of my assistants and I heard a loud noise. He left to investigate while I continued working on our experiment. When he failed to return, I peeked outside and saw the others run in, bloody, gibbering, hunting for targets. They'd clearly been exposed to some virulent new form of experimental agent. I ran back and locked myself in this test chamber to avoid contamination. Well, you'd certainly think so, but management sets the goals. Our humble research team works to deliver. Our lab had been researching the red spores that grow nearby to see if they might contribute to future Auntie's Choice products. As per usual, we threw precaution to the wind.
Caution to the
a
wind.
local spore sample interacted with a wonderfully preservative-rich diet of Auntie's Choice personnel, inadvertently leading to a chance reaction causing profound irritability. To
And
a
bloodlust,
somewhat
apparently.
homicidal degree, it would seem to appear. By that measure, our work here could be considered a moderate success. Well, of course, succeeding in a haphazard fashion is one of the first courses taught to Auntie's Choice students in any field. But yes, I am something of a visionary. You see, our lab is a far cry from the others. You're part of something bigger here. The individual not only thrives, but shines even more brightly with the help of their brethren. It all requires a certain devotion. In the end, it's really quite in the best interests of everyone's careers. A rising tide raises all boats, as they say.
I'll be completely honest, I spaced out on most of that.
Speaking of the team, such as they are in their present deranged state, how did you make it past them? You know, without being killed.
That's not good without killing anyone.
The fewer team members we need to what matters most is getting out of here alive, saving our researchers a close second, and curing my remaining colleagues a firm third. As you're now one of them, I'll take that as a compliment. But enough glad-handing me.
Yeah, I was being sarcastic, you ass.
Well, it should all be rather straightforward, yes? I suspect we'd use a top-down indirect coronium synthesis method, don't you think? Just so. You seem no stranger to this type of work, eh? Tremendous. Well then, before we roll up our sleeves and determine what's needed, any questions? We'll need two things. Fresh samples of the red spores and the findings from the expedition that are after that. An antidote should be possible in relatively short order, with your skilled assistance, of course. Spore samples may be taken from a red plant indigenous to an area of tall rock formations northwest of here, ingeniously referred to as the Red Spire. The research team's findings are on a terminal in another building on these same grounds, a satellite lab to this one, if you will. Once we have an antidote firmly in hand, we can...
Pretty convenient that he only managed to save himself from the spores. Still, we ought to fix this before it spirals more out of control.
Satellite location. Right there. Closer. I'm assuming we don't get instantly attacked. God, I hope not.
What do you mean you're leaving?
Shift's over. I have a life outside this place, you know.
A life outside our lab? No. Audacious advances requires commitment. Absolute commitment! Squaring up.
Oh, well, shit. What? No! That's awful.
On your toe. Once more, I find myself full of indignation about anything and everything. My annoyance, excuse me?
Like that lab tech was trying to retrieve something. Almost made it, too. Damn. No good deed, I suppose.
Son of a bitch! So, essentially, he identified several employees that he considered were problems, and he sent them to die in the wilderness. Okay, I'm gonna kill this bitch as soon as... Okay. So he said that the spire was that away. Oh, oh, it's right there. That's Westport. In the ocean too. There it is. What's a spire? That's really close to the Vox Relay. It's closer that I can actually see all the moving parts, which is freaking me out because I don't want to get anywhere near that damn thing. They told me it's the most fortified place on the island. We can barely take on a few Crabbles before it almost kills us. We ain't ready yet. Also, apparently the planet that we're on, Eden, is apparently a moon of, well, that planet, but that looks like a gas giant. But then there's also that one, which I'm interested in. Then, of course, there's the Rift. Also up ahead.
Ready to wait. On your command.
There's no way they are that good of a fucking shot.
Update. We are approaching the Raptidon Den. These beasts have exhibited excessive irritability as of late. We endeavor to determine why. Surely the red spores aren't to blame. Wind-borne spores lack the catalytic agent of our food additives. Only way to be certain is to gather a stool sample. Simple enough. A routine task for the Audacious Advances field team. Right now, as we approach the Rap's nest, certainly the spirited variety will offer... Oh, no! Oh, okay. We need to run now!
Didn't work, evidently.
Holy shit! Whew. Well, now we figured out what was leading the charge against those guys that killed them all.
Foraging time's over. We should have what we need.
Damn. Oh, lovely. Got luck. That wasn't that complicated, albeit slightly deadly.
We did manage to take it down.
Look alive, Commander.
Well, I don't like the fact that the way to bar the doors isn't available, because, I mean, sometimes it's useful. So you have a cannon in there?
My most favorite, least homicidal subordinate. How's all our field work? Absolutely gorgeous. Look at you. And to think I just forcibly coerced the first gormless dunderhead who walked by and found... Now, first things first. Place the data cartridge in... Insert that data cartridge for me. Haha. Allow me to give this a cursory eyeball. I'll nose out the exact compound within our chemical reserves in 2 shakes of a rat's tail. Well, it's a textbook example of the medulla oblongata wagging the cerebellum. Although, frankly, there's a plethora of ways to stimulate the reptile brain into such a flurry. None of the previous methods were anywhere close to being this commercially viable. But where there's a will, there's a way to make a profit. Honestly, this whole process is 1 part scientific testing, 2 parts improvisation, and a dash of pure, undiluted panache. Exactly what we do best. Was only a matter of time. Normally, I'd say perfection can't be hurried, but... there. I have determined the ideal counteragent. Here you are. Place it and the spore samples into that synthesizer. Enable the device, and it will beget a working antidote momentarily.
It does save audio files. Awesome. Oh, shit. Damn. Half sunken. There was a seawall around it, but looks like it broke.
Everyone knows the paradigm epitomizes the pinnacle of social order. Why? Because the matriarch herself designed it, and the sovereign embodies and executes on it. Throughout history, human societies were constantly out of balance.
Looks like it is. Oh, I haven't been this high strung since I was a kid. Just hope he's here.
That big one's not alive.
sprint. Typical predicament for an anti-bottom runger like me. Wish I never snuck in here to begin with. Seemed like a good idea at the time. Nah, it was a great idea. So much stuff been taken around here. A motherload of loot. Plenty to get me back in the Sprite race. Just didn't account for all these Crabbles. Real fly in the old ointment. I could just sit tight, live lean off all these supplies, hunt the Crabble skedaddle, or maybe open the door and bolt. Seems like a good idea. Nah, it's a great idea.
Go down.
Yeah.
Let it go by. face. I'm trying to destroy all the crab legs to make sure they don't respawn.
Thankfully, this is a set number, I believe. It only takes engineering level 2 to unjam doors, so that's a set level, I believe. Nothing on the radio.
Yeah.
And the very least, it's not getting a signal.
I was gonna say, everything on this island is Protectorate based, just because that was who controlled the island before Auntie's Choice came in. So all the architecture is all Protectorate based, but I'm assuming that will change once we go to a different locale, specifically one that's ruled by Auntie's Choice. A perfectly perfect aimment, a reliably kept journal for later reminiscence and reconsider review. Creepy. Yeah. Sounds like the Protectorate citizens pretty much live in consistent, like, Red Scare, McCarthyism mindset, which is fucking terrifying.
in. I'll take care of him, Commander. Target too far.
Got him. Got rid of the crab infestation and managed to get rid of most of the eggs. I'm still working on it. There's still a few lingering. I know there are. No. Aha! Volume 1 of 10. Wild Warrior, the Raised by Primals boy. As far as I know, I got all the eggs. Sure as hell looks like I did. Oh, she got killed. No, that wasn't worth the lockpick or the bags. Oh, well, the shock rods were. Nothing.
this is a stash.
Ooh. I'm very interested to see what notes we have in this one. This is clearly somebody who was entirely devoted to Auntie's choice. Literally everywhere, Jesus. In the toilet, oh god. Move. This is like worse than any other Angie's Choice person I've ever even seen. What does this gotta say? Already left written in Go 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 Getter. Ambitions. Were it but offered, I would revel in the life of a minor functionary within middle administration, but such as Protectorate 1. Once one is delegated to a post, there they must remain. What is a person with ambition to do here, I ask, besides wallow in obscurity? I oftentimes wonder how I might fare with an anti-choice freewheeling bear. Alright. Meritocratic society, though, to even consider such thoughts as a court swift rendition to a mental refreshment center. As unheard of as it sounds, I have been reassigned by Vigilant. He has tasked me to raise the spirits of my fellow subjects for reciting inspiration from the Sovereign.
Adam Chatterjee indicated that my raising Connor was a profound disappointment to all Protectorate society, as the frequency of my washroom visits has increased by 5.6% and my manner has become jittery and fretful. Oh, I was already in here, I just haven't checked upstairs yet. Nice. Just checking. I think I've got everything. Looked in all the buildings. Other than this one weird egg. There it is. That was weird though, it was just sticking out, but it was like half merged with the building.
Zeb. You look... well.
Has my mind been set upon by shadows? I thought you dead.
Can't imagine why you think that. I've only been gone 4 years.
Oh, back from your little saunter then, are you? Head all cleared? I must say you took quite the perambulation. I hope you didn't wear out your rotation adapters. And who precisely are you? Another Earth Directorate cast-off?
Ooh, watch the attitude, bitch.
So, you are keeping company these days. Just not mine. I see no one here I would count a friend. And if you think a few gracious words will mollify me, you are sorely mistaken.
Look, I'm not just here to gas you up with empty apologies. I want to set things right between us.
Oh, now you want to help. Where were you when the war happened? Or when I was being carted off to mental refreshment? Where were you when I actually needed you?
I know I let you down before, but give me a chance to earn back your trust. There must be something I can lend you a hand with. I know you haven't given up the fight.
I haven't the time to patch your bleeding conscience, Niles. I'm in a situation that demands my full attention.
It's Baines. My team's been caught. Pharaoh and March are dead. Protectorate are holding the rest for interrogation. A ship is inbound to take us off-world, to the consul himself. I barely managed to evade capture. Damn it! It looks like the data went through, but there's something wrong with the connection. The cipher isn't transmitting.
Found her! You there! Step away from that terminal at once!
Audra! Fuck! It's all coming apart.
I knew something was wrong. What have you gotten yourself into here, Zeb?
That was one of my operatives. I organized a mission to infiltrate the Vox to acquire valuable intelligence. But obviously, something's gone wrong. Without that cipher, the intelligence is worthless. But I'm more concerned about my people at the moment. If you're sincere in your desire to help, prove it. Rescue my friends before that ship departs with them on board. Please. It has to do with the location of a vault rumored to house the Protectorate's greatest technological advancements, including its skip drive designs. That's all I'll say.
I am. Without question.
Okay. If they're sending a ship, that means my people are being held on the Vox's landing pad. Use my call sign so they'll know you for an ally. And do exercise discretion, as well as caution. The guards at the Vox won't hesitate to fire upon you, should you be discovered.
Not to worry. This is exactly the sort...
Yes, but the uniform doesn't stop bullets, as I'm sure you recall.
Good thing we know a doctor then.
I'll answer what I can. If you must know, it was my sister. A neighbor reported her for some misconduct and she was taken to be refreshed. I never heard what her alleged crime was meant to be. The woman who returned was nigh unrecognizable. The injustice of it rattled me. And once I began to look into what had happened, the more discomfort I felt. Then I met Niles. He told me the truth about other colonies. Made Arcadia feel so... small, claustrophobic, repressive. And my smoldering resentments became a full conflagration. Stop there. I know what you would ask, but I've done my best to put that unpleasant experience behind me. The Crabbles? They keep people away who might otherwise stumble into my operation here. I feel kindly toward them. Ah, of course. Hogarth and his unfortunate charges would be top of mind if you've explored the nearby settlement. I sympathize with the plight of those in Westport. They want nothing to do with me, of course, or anyone outside the Sovereign's grace. I do believe that one day, the truth of the Protector's iniquity will be too obvious to ignore. But for now, not even a crowbar could pry open all those shut eyes. always put your hands on other people's things?
Yes. Literally all the time.
Quickly. I have to prepare for other contingencies, should the worst come to pass.
Well, I doubt we can use this gravel infestation, so there you go.
Huh. Well, at least it's not shooting the water anymore. Visitors, huh? Just meandering about, free of any appointed minder?
Hey,
Not so
this
sure
voice
how to
actor.
be speaking with
I
you.
do not know his
If
name,
you
though.
need someone to talk to hereabouts, I suggest you seek out Vigilant Hogarth. That tall, stately building back yonder.
Hogarth. Milver Street reckons he's the key to converting this town.
Do hate to come off impolite. If you're so inclined, we can pick this up later, after you two confabulate. Word to the wise, despite what you might hear, we still consider ourselves part of the Protectorate.
Great.
Duly fucking noted.
No, I just feel sad for them. It's even in their name. Auntie's Choice.
Huh, but don't take your meaning.
They don't have the balanced hand of a sovereign. Just a normal person making random imperfect decisions.
The matriarch and
Hey.
appeared right out of the aether, just as I imagine our proud sentinels do. Like, here I am, your innermost thoughts are known to me, and nobody once hears from you again. Caught me reciting passages from a beacon to the cosmos, illustrating my steadfast fidelity. That part always hits me directly. To quote my personal log, an essential passage, rightful and true. Charlton White. Why, that's wonderful. I'm actually quite relieved a fellow customer like yourself somehow saw through. Others in Westport fail to perceive my true nature. I am hardly one of the herd around here. A reference you'll no doubt recognize.
Mostly because, you know, the fact that your mouth is fucking purple.
from those
Looks like you've been
Auntie's
sucking
Choice
off an Oompa
commercials.
Loompa. Oh wait, no, they're orange. Yeah, still. What did he say?
I am not familiar, though that does sound like one of their products. I refer to the ones for Purpleberry Crunch. You likely guessed their influence right off, what with my assertive attitude and all. I laugh at danger. I hand make my own luck. That character is a revelation. You and I are just like him. Get up and go-getters. Say, did Auntie's Choice send you here? Don't fret, I am exceedingly skilled at keeping secrets. How I've waited to hear those words. Anything I might help with at present? Really? What was he like? Bold, assertive, with a wildly obstreperous theatrical air? An audacious proposal. Yet this place, despite its recent humidity, remains comfortable and familiar. With a full case, I might gorge upon such sweet goodness morning, noon. Oh, but what would I can scarcely imagine it. Abandoning my community only to satisfy my gastronomical urges and risk-taking attitude. No, I couldn't leave unless Hogarth ordered everyone to go. I'd say so, but I'm not some highly skilled subversive type or some such. You are. I'm certain you can find a way. So, as a recent convertee to Auntie's Choice, I'd be honored to share my maverick. Well, I can tell you someone who thinks he's important. Ever since he became interim chief mechanist, he's been crying day and night about that generator. If anything happens to that thing, I worry for his mind. Of course.
Greetings, non-protectorate wretches. With regret, I must inform you that those outside are glorious. However, I may offer you a limited selection of premium items. Initiating.
Ooh, nice. That. Damn.
Prudence dictates that we watch our neighbors, but I may just invite him over to make it easier.
Glad the wireless told me that I'm happy and everything's splendid. I was tempted to feel sad after the ocean flooded my house.
I was sad for a moment because my house got submerged in the flooding. Then the wireless told me everything was splendid. Now I feel much, much better.
Oh God. Really, just take anything. everything. Oh shit, wow. Ba, 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 ba. Damn. God, that sucks. So much of their home was... Oh, it's because the wall got destroyed. Yeah, there's no patch in that.
Simply saying I'd rest easier if he'd been assigned to it. Originally. How generator goes, this town's finished.
Nice weather we have been having. Or not having. Goodbye.
That part might be salvageable. That's the landing pad. It's at least higher up than everything else. Okay, private entries. Remembering Horizon Point. Horizon Point straight across. All else.
how empty are the lives of anti-subjects that they need to rely on consumerism to find meaning.
It is actually a fair point. The problem is what you have in replacement of it is not good.
I inhaled so much dust and debris during the attack. Still hurts.
Well, it's infected. Redstone arrives soon, we'll have to start cutting. You locked in here under your own steam and appear reasonably free of cuts, burns, or weeping. Good. Because we've got more of that than we can handle. Don't suppose you have any medical supplies to spare, do you? That you might kindly consider donating? Oh, no thank you. Not looking for anything that does. From what I've heard about Auntie's medicaments, might poison a patient or...
My extra parts aren't side effects. That's your implication. And anyhow, I should think some minor side effects would be preferable to dying.
Honestly? Well, I'm a reasonable judge of character, and you seem upright. On behalf of my patients, guess outsiders aren't all just base individualists like they say on the wireless. Barring this being some tricky sales strategy. This is a good start, but I fear it won't last long. Wouldn't happen to know a reliable means to procure more, would you? They'd sell to us? Those medicaments you gave us before? No, never. You must think me easily hoodwinked. Our societies are sworn enemies.
Profit trumps everything.
You almost make that sound reasonable. Under a...
I know.
Not seeing a wealth of options here at present. I can watch my patients die, then face execution. Or we can reach the abandoned section of Westport ought to have some supplies. Should be enough medicaments down there to help our injured survive the trip to Fairfield. It's perilous, though. Well now, that should do nicely. I recognize these patients require more care than I'm able to provide here. Seems like in Fairfield, the one last additional thing we'll need is for Vigilant Hogarth to agree to it. It's less a concern about disloyalty, and more my respect for his abilities. I'll surely have my hands full with my patients. His presence on the journey would save lives. See you when...
I wish everyone's neighbor Prudence was my actual neighbor. Except my domicile is presently underwater.
You've returned.
Those pills were magnificent. Are they part of a new paradigm? Can I get enough for the whole family? Yeah, even just more for me. Please.
Greetings.
Get back out now.
It is my esteemed pleasure to welcome you to Westport, once a shining testament to Protectorate excellence, now a picturesque example of the evils of corporatism. But where are my manners? We do not have much, but please let me offer you some victuals. Tut. I insist. Serving Unit 1. Something for the visitor at once?
Confirmative.
Perhaps you're wondering why I'd open my arms thusly for a stranger. Simple. As the guiding light for humankind, we always put our best foot forward, regardless of circumstance. I believe something still can be done. This town can be saved, its people given a reprieve. Were we to acquire the one thing vital to our... What?
Comestibles served.
We of the Protectorate pride ourselves on our mech programming. Among the vigilant, it is even considered. We are not miracle workers, however. Without parts to work with, we've no hope of remaking our mechs to do tasks beyond their initial functions. We need repair mechs, domestic mechs, not combat ones. Serving Unit 1 here is about as much as can be accomplished without replacement parts. We are of like minds. We lack not the skill to do so. Our wily chief mechanist can reprogram. Unfortunately, we lack ready availability of said parts. Oh, you failed to hear the loudspeakers on the way in? The announcement we're obliged to repeat incessantly. Well, allow me to paraphrase. Protectorate law finds us guilty of treason on account of letting Westport fall prey to Auntie's choice saboteurs. Well, obviously, we've forsaken our duties as members of the Protectorate. It is incumbent upon us to fight to the death, yet we still live. Now, either the Arbiters arrive to execute us, or this place falls under the vapid boot heel of Auntie's choice. No matter who wins, we cannot sustain ourselves here for long. These fine and decent folk don't deserve having their lives thrown away on a... If I can return the settlement to a reasonable facsimile of its previous glory, sufficiently functioning by employing mechs reprogrammed to repair and rebuild, the Arbiters might see fit to penalize only me, commute the others' sentences.
Look around. If the Protectorate wanted to do right by you, you wouldn't be starving and wallowing in this metal quagmire. You want to help your people? Go to Fairfield.
Fairfield? Why, they're the reason we're in this mess. You'll forgive me for questioning such timely offers of generosity and kindness. No thank you, not interested.
Dude, Auntie's choice literally bombed his entire society.
I owe it to every single person here to try. That's abundantly kind of you, though there must be something I can offer. Enough to lead and inspire those who work there, once at least. I was previously the ranking vigilant on this island. Why do you ask? Difficult place to saunter into. Station's off limits to anyone without the highest security clearance. For anyone, in exchange for the automech parts we need, I can provide. Never dream of such a proposal in days of reason and quietude. Yet such is the here and now we find ourselves in. Wonderful. My unavoidable march to the gallows feels lighter already. The parts can be found at the Euphoria Coast Automech Repair Center to the south, but do not, under any circumstance, to get inside, you will need an access pass from the Ministry of Accuracy. Since we have all been marked as traitors, I cannot. Farewell now.
Hey, Commander. I hope you're not seriously considering helping the Protectorate here. I know these folks seem on the down and out, but we're as like to do more harm than good by siding with them.
I'm not gonna convert them to Andy's choice.
Right. Okay. Well, if we do as Milver Street's asked and convert the populace to Auntie's choice, they're more likely to get the care. Milver Street also promised us a way into the Vox. Oh, and a Ritzy hat. Man drives a hard bargain, if he can be trusted. Reviving Westport would anger some folks back in Fairfield, but there's no question the Vigilant could help us get into the Vox station a whole heck of a lot easier. Your heart's rightly placed, Commander, but past experience has taught me that sometimes helping causes more harm than good. That's all I'm getting at. Before you make a decision one way or the other, let's ask around. See what the residents have to say.
Outsider.
This unit is currently unavailable for meaningless interaction. Conversation is not possible at this or any time.
I mean, it's no question, under the Protectorate, they definitely have it worse off. They have no individuality, and they're under threat of death just for being suspected of not doing things exactly the way they're told. With Auntie's choice, they'll be in squalor.
Welcome back.
He turns every time.
Outsider.
There we go. Got it. Let's the broadcast station now.
All these vexatious disruptions keep befalling Westport. When are things gonna settle back again?
Hello. I'm here often. Goodbye. This unit. Sure.
What is the galvanic subverter? Hold on. Let me read it what it is in my inventory. Okay, so it's an explosive, or it's a... Worse than that, actually. It'll literally destroy the generator, like, fully. Fuck it up.
The wireless said that flooding Westport is routine maintenance to remove the dust that
Ah. Dismantle the purifier copy intended for Washington.
Okay, well that... No.
looking to do any sabotage yet. Depends on how I can play this quest. Because I was planning on... I don't know. Okay. I want to have it so that they either go independent. I kind of want a similar situation to Edgewater.
Almost missed the routine certitude of my assignment. Why, you got a right serious look in your eye. What happened? Oh, stop joshing around. That's it, I'm afraid. Just a matter of whatever are all of us gonna do now? Nothing more. If it weren't for Vigilant Hogarth, I'd do... Yeah. You convince him, I'm in.
Get the auto mechanicals. Is there any way I can get there faster? They're to the south. I forget how much of a medicine skill I need to actually improve the formula for the cure. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Uh-oh.
There must be at least a few usable parts in here. Ah, it's warped. Just like everything else. Hello there. You wouldn't happen to have found any usable parts in all this debris? Westport's stockpiles of replacement parts are nearly depleted. I need to find some parts to convert. Fortunately, there's nothing here that's salvageable. Auntie's bombs sure take their toll, don't they? Let's just say to fill Westport's needs. If you follow the road heading north, you can't miss it. Used to be a sight to behold, but the war hasn't been kind to it. To any of us. True enough. A few years ago, I couldn't have imagined us running short, but I digress. Was there anything else? Need to get back to my hunt, you understand? Unless I missed my guess, this looks like it was transporting damaged and malfunctioning automechs from the Vox station to the Automech Repair Center to the south. The center is... Say, you don't work for Auntie's, do you? This is beginning to feel more than a little like you're digging... Fair enough. As I was saying, the Automech Repair Center is south of here. Regrettably, subjects of Westport no longer have access to the repair center, hence my need to scavenge. Yes and no. The bomb certainly took a fierce toll, but I suspect these were all in various states of... which has made sorting out where to begin my efforts here rather difficult. Nor are the troopers who should have been escorting this. Where are their bodies? The only species in these parts that... But the guard at Westport has always made a point of culling them with automechs so they don't get out of hand. Well, yes, they're one and the same. Ah, I see your point there. Not so easy to cull Crabbles without operational automechs. Yes and no, which is... Nor are the troopers who should have been escorting this. But the guard at Westport has always made a point of culling them with automechs so they don't get... That is more than likely a safe wager. Who knows what kind of new terror they faced at the end of their lives. Likewise...
Don't tell them you're from Westport.
Guns cocked and loaded. Just get the signal. I'm the one you need to worry about. You lot could have
You're looking pretty scathed, Command.
Knew you had my back.
It's a brawl. Back in business.
Two for one, awesome.
Once we arrive at the Automech facility, we'll unload and begin cataloging the state of the various Automechs.
Are you recording the drive? Cadet, I do not believe this is what the Sergeant intended by documenting the process. Here, allow me to handle it. Now where's the off switch? Boyd, we're being bombed! Disembark! Lose formation to the beach, double time! We can take shelter in the rocks! Praise the Sovereign! We made it! Halt! Everyone quiet. What's that clacking noise? Oh shit! Crabbles! Form defensive perimeter type 14A!
It's weird. Crapples to me are more nuisances than threats. To be fair, I also have the capability of reloading my saves. Earn me a little bit of street cred with their people, though. It's like, hey, I killed the The Crabbles that wiped out your squad.
Who goes there? By orders of Marshal Donaldson, no one comes or goes to the automech repair. What's your business here?
Now you've done it. Slowing down a ranking Protectorate official is worth 10, 20...
All right, let's not lose our... Marshal Donaldson likes to greet new arrivals personally. Oh, and fair warning, watch out for Zeranium gas. We sprung a leak. Nothing too bad. Aside from the headaches, nightmares, missing teeth, and headaches. One more thing. Don't cause any trouble around these parts. Donald...
Outsider?
Some really big auto mechanics. Ow. Oh, I found the leak. Just a warning unless the actual thing. How did I get all the way out there? It's so weird. Nobody else here to see me steal anything. Also, at least when I was in Westport, they didn't give a shit that I was taking all their stuff. Sand time. Okay, that's nice. Wow. Okay, I did not notice the smoke the first time around.
Did the authorities send you? Did my torrent of messages finally convince them of the vast crab-like day? What a relief. In here, I thought myself dismissed as a loon. When I speak of the... You must have spied those nefarious crabbles, roiling, rippling, bubbling, and churning out. No one at the facility believes me, but I've seen it with my own eyes. Crabble numbers have swelled as they gather to defy us. A consortium, nay, an army. You... No, stranger. Thank you. With your comfort, remain strong, and together we will outlast the Crabble! Don't trouble me with automechanical. Ask the quartermaster at the repair facility, assuming she hasn't been devoured by Crabbles. Getting better, I think. The Crabbles have seemed less menacing of late. Or maybe they're just biting.
You seem nice.
If it's that insane, but yeah. See what he's got on him. Nothing useful or interesting.
Is getting these automechs to the Vox relay station.
But Marshal, we must adhere to decontamination procedures.
Oh, unfamiliar clientele. I was just Name's Hazel. I'm sort of the acting quartermaster around these parts. You need any supplies? Talk to my friend the quartermech here. Passed during the attack. Got his face melted clean off by this weird... Excuse the mess, by the way. The old wardens paid the price. Where their courage faltered, a little mental refreshment should do just the trick. This is the Protectorate, after all, where perfection is achieved through discipline, not mercy. Now what'll it be? You'd think that a fully stocked auto-mechanical repair center... Trouble is, a bunch of supplies went missing recently. Right around the time the quartermech completed a routine inventory. As a matter of fact, yes. Recently, when the crates by the wall got too...
I'd gather that their automech programming is just as rigid as the rest of their society.
Logic can be a funny thing, you understand. One misstep can have the most peculiar results. Delphinia's lab would be the place to search. We use it for storage.
Standard Earth Directorate protocol calls for a thorough grid search of the premises, Commander.
Are you acquainted with Delphinia? She's a scientist on loan from the Vox Relay, helping with the Zeranium leak and all. Delphinia is... Anyway, she's very talented, and I'm glad... Best of luck in your search.
Greetings, potential customers. State your business. This unit is incapable of misplacement. May this unit be of further assist.
Sorry, it tends to take things
Lull detected. Conversational status uncomfortable.
Is that one
Affirmative. Initiating.
No. Give me that back.
See you soon, I hope. I hope.
This is Protectorate Sanctioned Wireless. Essential listening. Special update. Everything has been found to be splendid. Everyone claims
So I kind of itch my ear real quick.
to infiltration thanks to its unflagging automechanical guardian.
I'm glad that spectacle didn't scare you off. Between the recent attacks and the gap... Anyway, if you have hands and a will to lend them, I won't turn away help. This gap... Zeranium is hardly my area of expertise, but it falls to me to find a solution, lest I follow my predecessors to their untimely fate. Speak with Delphinia Bryant. She needs all the support she can get, and I'll spare no resources on this particular problem. Her invention, once operational, will provide you a shield from the worst of the Zeranium. Her workshop is just past. Once you have the shield, see me about the leak. I'll give you all the... What else would disrupt the harmony of our perfect system? Auntie's choice, of course. A chance shot hit the wrong pipe early into the... Zeranium wreaks havoc on automechanicals. Every combat-ready mech in the repair hangar was overcharged. Further damage soon occurred. True, the facility was disrupted. When disorder looms its ugly head, the Protectorate relies on its people to maintain and restore that order. The situation is deteriorating rapidly, and I need... While I trust that Brigadier Montelli has everything well in hand, that assurance does not alleviate the grim tidings. Loyalty and instinct run hand in hand. I'm a Protectorate man, after all. So, no matter. My unease is nothing when measured against the strength of the Protectorate. This facility's purpose is the maintenance of automechanicals. When the war kicked off, the old staff should have laid down their lives to repel Auntie's choice. For their failure of loyalty and grit, they were punished. Now, their burden is mine. But I won't allow my unit to suffer the same fate. See our acting quartermaster, Hazel. She'll know where the parts are and...
Yeah, just teleported into his room. That was fucking weird. Excuse me.
Outer chassis sealant test number 14 is confirmed a failure. Zeranium exposure rate appears to be unaffected. Test model displayed standard overload-induced
Prudence
paralysis,
dictates
then
we
became
cherish all we
patently
have.
aggressive.
And
Forced to
defend it.
terminate test model in self-defense.
A right shifty-looking individual, if you ask me.
Give me a sec. Almost done with this work list. Another sealant failure, amplifier requisition, and 2 more cases. I'm afraid so. And you were wise not to get involved. The Marshal is under a lot of pressure to deliver automechs to the... If even a single automech steps out of line, it will be the end of me. Brigadier Montelli does not accept excuses. And he does not... The Marshal is a good man, but he values speed while I value accuracy. Neither of us is wrong, but in this case, Hazel should get you sorted, right? She's right between the barracks and the main gate. Can't miss. You want to see the court. She'll only be able to sell you our surplus, but you might find...
This unit's current work task
Stay
takes
true,
priority
outsider.
over conversation.
If you need something, kindly make it clear.
What brings you to this fine establishment?
Caught a piece of shrapnel during the attack.
Stay true, outsider.
Outsider?
Oh, a new arrival. Oh, and fortunately for you, you appear to have a fairly mild case. If you'd indulge me, I have a few questions I'd like to ask for medical posterity, and so on and so forth. First question, can you describe the conditions in which you were exposed to the Zeranium? Indeed, someone lacking a trained eye would have missed the symptoms. All right, for instance, do your bones seem noticeably softer somehow? Have you observed any sterility on your way in? Or aching in your thyroid? Well, good for you. Keeping a positive attitude can often aid your recovery. I wish more of my, as a token of my appreciation, allow me to provide you. There, that should do it. Do stop back in if you suffer additional exposure. I would love, be pleased to act as your consulting physician again, should the need arise. Oh, gladly. I've rather dedicated my life.
Ooh, I did not realize how late it was.
What would you like to know? Zeranium is a crystal. Even in its raw form, it generates energy. But once refined and stored in a quasi-gaseous state, its output increases exponentially. Zeranium is found in a liquid state as well, but it's far too hazardous and inefficient for our needs. Refined Zeranium is used to power nearly all major Protectorate technology. It's an amazingly efficient power source. However, it's also highly unstable and must be mined exceedingly carefully.
I'm gonna remember that later.
Even minor bumps or jolts can cause Zeranium crystals to explode. Zeranium in its default crystalline state poses two risks. First, it's extremely volatile, exploding with an immense burst of energy if upset in any way. Second, Zeranium crystals produce a small amount of gas, which we think helps stabilize its crystalline lattice, but that's just a theory. In this gaseous state, Zeranium is quite hazardous, breaking down organic matter through a mechanism we still don't quite understand.
So it's like a cancer.
The concentration of the gas is a critical factor. A person could remain in a light haze for several minutes, whereas a dense cloud can kill near instantly. Anyhow, I could talk about this all day if I let myself. Hope I haven't bored you unduly. Was there anything else I could help you with? Total avoidance is best, but try to get out of the Zeranium as quickly as you can if exposure becomes... Come to think of it, there may be some... Our visiting scientist next door is working on a device that shields the user from Zeranium's effects. Though she was having a spot of... Don't have much to spare, but you're...
I am very sorry, but I must retire. I have been up since 6:30 in the morning and I am exhausted. So, you know. Alright, good night. Mwah, mwah.